Okay, we are looking at D part 2 of question 5. Okay, it asks you earthquakes which occur at coastal areas are more devastating than earthquakes which occur at mountainous areas. How far do you agree? Use examples to give reasons for your answer. Okay, so let me insert a table. Remember, if you can't decide which stand, it's fine. You just need to plan what are the two sides to argue first. Okay, so if you agree with the statement, it means that you feel that coastal areas are more devastating. Sorry, earthquake at coastal areas. Okay, and if you disagree, it means that you feel that earthquake is more at mountainous areas are more devastating. Okay, now you need not to show me which is more devastating. You just need to show me that coastal areas is more. What's the devastation at coastal areas? What's the devastation at mountainous areas? And then in the last paragraph, then you weigh. If you have no time to weigh to come to a conclusion, that's fine. There's only 1 mark anyway. Okay. Now you need to break down the word. The question asks you which is more devastating. Devastating means what? More damage. I need to see ideas of damage, injuries, excuse me, and deaths. So, excuse me. So this is why many of you don't get higher level answers, because you did not go on to explain how it leads to damage, injuries, or deaths for either side. Okay. So what are they asking us? They're asking us how are the ways earthquakes are damaging. All right, and we need to classify which are the ones that affect more only at coastal areas, and which are the ones that is more at mountainous areas. Okay. So if you look at your notes for plate tectonics, let's go to the last part. What are the risks of living at earthquake areas? Okay, so there's destruction of properties. Does it happen specifically to coastal or mountainous areas? Not really. Okay, it happens in everywhere. Alright, what about landslides? Well, landslides tend to happen more on hills and mountains, so I can use this here. Okay, talk about landslides to show why mountainous areas is devastating. Okay. Disruption of services, nothing new. It happens everywhere. Loss of lives happen everywhere, so doesn't make it more destructive. Okay, tsunamis, does it happen more at coastal or mountainous areas? Well, tsunami is a coastal thing. Okay, so I just need to explain, describe first, earthquake at coastal area, it will lead to tsunamis, what tsunami, and then explain why is it devastating. How does it cause more deaths and destruction and things like that. Okay, and mountainous areas, same thing. I need to describe what's landslide, how earthquakes lead to landslide in mountainous areas, and then explain how is it devastating, how it kills people, injure people, cause damages. Okay, so I think you can see very clearly that the weighing is very straightforward. If you actually go by scale, because earthquake, the tsunami can affect a lot more countries as compared to landslides just within the mountainous areas. Okay, so therefore you will conclude that earthquakes at coastal areas are more devastating than earthquakes at mountainous areas. Okay, this is because earthquakes at coastal areas can generate tsunami, okay, which can affect a lot more countries in the region. Okay, so you're using words like region to suggest that it's a bigger scale. Okay, which can affect a lot more countries in the region. Let's use the word from the question, which can devastate. Even if they were not affected by the earthquake directly. Okay, then remember we need to compare. Okay, so therefore, okay, whereas earthquake, sorry, we need to write about earthquake. Hence, since earthquake at coastal area, use geographical terms like scale. Okay, affect a much larger scale, or use the word from the question, devastate. It is more devastating. Okay, so that would have made your answer a lot more complete. Okay, if you choose to conclude. But the problem with many of you is that you did not explain these two sides and provide examples. Okay, so make sure you do that, and then that will have made your answer a lot better.